All right, so I believe the place we're supposed to be going to is right up here. So guys, we've been on the road for a few days here, heading down to Grandpa's old farm. Now, this place has been abandoned for roughly 3 years now, other than the occasional person coming to check on it. But today is the day it is no longer abandoned. And here we are. Yep, looks like this place has seen some better days. All right, we'll just pull in here and we'll park the truck right here. And I'll explain what's all going on. So we just drove roughly 3 days to get to this place, and this is Grandpa's old farm. So basically what happened was Grandpa couldn't farm anymore, and they didn't want to sell the farm because they wanted to keep it in the family. And since then, no one else has wanted to run it. Now, I've always wanted to run it, and I just got my driver's license. So as soon as I got that, I decided I wanted to come out here and try and see if I could have a go at farming. Now, the place is kind of in shambles. There's equipment here. They have everything for farming we're gonna need, but the place has definitely seen some better days. Now we're gonna go check everything out here in a second and see what the farm looks like. But I should mention, I don't have a lot of money going into this, so we're gonna have to kind of make do with what we have. But anyway, let's go take a look at the equipment here. Looks like there's a disc, feed mixer, a tedder. Okay, so basically they did a little bit of grain farming here as well as cattle. So it looks like there's also a gravity wagon out here. All right, let's open up this shed. Oh, wow. Okay, then. So it looks like everything is still in very good condition. It pretty much just got parked and left. We've had a neighbor checking on it for the past 3 years or so. He hasn't mowed it or anything, so the property is not looking too great, but just basically check on everything, make sure nothing got broken into or whatever, and just basically check everything out. But yeah, we've got everything here for a haying operation. He had quite a mix of equipment, some international John Deere, I think that's a case skid steer, and then there's an international combine right there. What is this? An International 1480. Huh. This is an old one. It is definitely in good condition, though. He kept all of his stuff very, very nice. So it's definitely going to be great for us when we go to start all this stuff up. And we got a case skid steer, and then we've got our hay vine over here. So yeah, looks like we got everything for a full operation. I'm excited to check this place out, see what there is to do out here. So we have a couple acres of land, and we'll get back to whatever else is here later. But we have a couple acres of land. Now, there hasn't been much done to it in the last few years, so I think we're definitely going to have to go over there with the ripper and see what we can do. Anyway, looks like there's a cattle pasture back here. Oh, man, this is looking rough. Let's open up this gate here. Oh, come on, the latch is jammed. There we go, we got it. Ooh, boy, that sounded squeaky. All right, so got an old cattle pasture back here. Looking... not too great at the moment. Looks like an old auger back here. What else do we have over here? Feed trough. All right. And then there's a round bale feeder. Okay. I have no idea if the waterers work or anything. So that's all stuff we're going to have to check out. What's all in there? Pretty much empty. Okay. It looks like just a bit of rainwater in there. So the farm itself is actually decently big. And you know what? Instead of walking all the way back here, I'm just going to go grab the truck. That way we don't have to go walk all the way back here. Unfortunately, though, the creek has dried up, so the creek is no longer here. Hopefully one day it comes back, but for now it is gone. So we have a few neighbors down the road. They all knew my grandpa very well, and I actually talked to them before I came out here, before I made the long drive out here, and they said if I needed anything equipment-wise or to get started, they would help me out. So if we need to borrow something, they'll let us, which is awesome. All right, let's go take a look back here, see what's all around here for land. I do believe, I'm trying to remember where Grandpa said the fields were. I believe there is one back here somewhere. All right, so it's this field actually on here on the left. Let's shut the truck off here and go look at it. Get out of here, birds. All right, so it's this little field here on the left. We actually got a neighbor right down there. And then I think we drove past one of the fields. I'm gonna go back and take a look at it here. But nothing too crazy, just a little bit of a field there. I don't know what he ever seeded that to. I should probably ask him. But I'm assuming wheat, maybe barley, who knows. And then the surrounding fields here are all neighbors' fields. And then this pond here we actually own. So if we want to turn any of this back here into a field, we can. So I don't know if we will, but who knows? Maybe this summer. So it's actually spring right now. So we got to get a move on whatever else we want to do. So this big grass field over here, that is not ours, but this field right here, this is ours. It's actually decently big. I had to go check the map again to see which field was ours here. But yeah, it's actually decently big. And then there is another pasture over here. This one is owned by the neighbors. It is not owned by us. The only one we own here, actually, there's a gate going to it. Oh, that's kind of cool. So the only one we own is this, and then this field, and then another field back there. And then I'll show you guys the other kind of smaller grass fields we own. I guess it's more part of the front yard there, but Grandpa did tell me that he used to cut those for hay. So we'll probably end up doing the same. So all of this out here, he said he cut for hay. And, well, we're probably going to do the same. That field over there we don't own. And I doubt we're going to be cutting hay in those trees. So this is probably the cutoff point to this field right here. But then if we drive out this way, I'm driving all over the kind of field/lawn. I don't know what you call it. We got a bit of this over here. So we can cut this for hay as well. So there's actually quite a bit of hay ground here. And we'll probably be able to make quite a lot. But I'm going to jump out of the truck here and we're going to go take a look around a few more things. So the plan is here, we're going to get some crops seeded, I think. Either wheat, barley, or something else. Maybe soybeans. I don't know. Hopefully some cash crops, maybe a bit of wheat there to make some straw and stuff. And then I want to get cows out here. Eventually, though, we will make hay too. I think I'm going to have to do a lot of work on the equipment because that's been sitting for like 3 years. And something that's been sitting for 3 years, that can't be too great. So probably going to require a lot of work on that. I do want to check around this pasture, though. Gonna have to check the fence too. Probably gonna have to do some work on that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out here, but we actually have quite a lot of bushland back there. Now, Grandpa said that there's a few old pieces of equipment laying back there that if I did enough work to them, I could probably get them running. Now, he didn't say what was back there, but I'm thinking probably tomorrow we're gonna go check those out. I'm really excited to see what's back there, but I want to save that for another day. But I am curious to see. It looks like there's an old sprayer back here. This thing. Yeah, this thing seems some better days. I don't know if it'll still work. I bet you with enough work, if we're going to have to flush the tank in that. There's a bunch of stuff we're going to have to do. But other than that here, doesn't look like there's too much else. Grandpa said there was a seeder somewhere around here. But I might have to actually give him a call right now and just see where that is. Because I don't know. That's probably the first thing we're going to have to get going. Because we got a seed here. It's the spring. So I might give him a call just to see where that is at. So I can look at the condition of it. So I'm going to give him a call. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. So I gave Grandpa a call there and he said it's actually at the neighbors. He talked to one of them and they had to go borrow it for a summer or whatever. And they just didn't bring it back, which is perfectly fine. Probably forgot about it, whatever. So we'll go pick that up probably tomorrow. For now, I kind of just got to get finished moving into the house here. The house, I don't know what condition this is in. Let's go check it out here and just see what it's like. I really hope it's not too bad. We usually have pretty good weather around here. At least that's what I've been told. So the house shouldn't be too bad. All right, so I checked the house out. There's nothing really wrong with it, which is great. Obviously, it's got some older furniture and stuff in it, so we'll have to do a little bit of renovations to it eventually. But for now, it works perfectly fine. And, well, if I find anything, I guess I can stay in the camper. I stayed in this while I was driving up here. So, yeah, we got the camper here. I should probably get this out of the way or at least park it by the house. That way I can unload everything. But, yeah, this is going to be where we're going to be spending the next few summers. Well, probably the next few years, honestly. All right, let's just back this in here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull this up kind of over to the steps. This will be fine right here. I just have a few things to unload, but I think starting tomorrow, we're going to see what we can do with the yard. I got to go grab the seeder. We're going to clean up the yard, hopefully, and I want to be seeding by the end of this week. That's the plan. I do have to get some diesel fuel delivered to the farm because right now we have none, and almost everything in that shed runs off of diesel fuel, so I'm going to need some of that. So I'm actually going to call the guy today. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the episode for today. If you did enjoy, smash that like button. Also, if you're new, consider subscribing. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'm really excited to start this. Oh, and I should mention too real quick. So Grandpa did give us about $50,000, which is quite a lot of money, to start out the farm here, make sure we can get everything going up and running. Hopefully, if there's no big fixes that'll need to be done, we'll be able to buy a lot of cattle with that. Well, not a lot, but a decent amount. And then I have a bit of money of my own there to actually get going there. But hopefully everything works out. Anyway, see y'all next time.